Welcome to China! 你好。
欢迎来到中国，这里是玉龙雪山。
Only in China you can climb at an altitude of over 4,500 meters without having any physical condition. You only need a tube of oxygen. It's majestic.
Yeah, it is absolutely amazing. I'm super happy and grateful for this unforgettable day.
Tickets sell out fast, especially for the Glacier Park cable, so book them in advance because you don't want to miss this. We are now at the outdoor theater, just in time for Lijiang Impression Show. This is a cultural representation of the ethnic groups living here. Hello from Lijiang. We just made it here from Dali. We took the local train, which was an experience. But anyway, we are here in order to explore Yulong Mountain and of course the old city of Lijiang. We already love what we see because since we arrived at the railway station, we could spot the mountain and it's already snowy, so it's an incredible landscape. But in order to do that, to explore the attractions surrounding us, we booked an accommodation in the old town of Lijiang. So let me start by showing you this one.
Hello everybody!
We have here Alex sitting comfortable at our table with a view. It looks really nice, actually. We can work from this desk.
Also, if you wanna, you can smoke inside the room.
Yeah, if you want to smoke. Usually here in China you can smoke anywhere except for the high-speed train. We have two beds which look cozy, a hanger for our clothes, a huge TV, a kettle with water. The sink is outside and we have an intelligent toilet, a heated toilet, and I really like that the wet zone is separate from the dry zone and that we have the shower here, the toilet here. We can wash our hands when we walk inside the room. We have sleepers, everything here, and we are paying less than $14 per night for this. In case you want to book it as well, I will leave you in the description below the link. We made it to the old town of Lijiang in order to have some dinner, and it's really beautiful, so charming, probably the most intimate we've seen so far. And look at the restaurant that I randomly chose on the map. It looks so beautiful. We're here to eat something local. This restaurant specializes in crossing over the bridge noodles, so of course we ordered that, and it's not the first time. In case you want to see my first episode from China, from Kunming, we had it back there as well and we love it. But this is the best representation because it has a bridge here, and in case you don't know the story, I have to tell you to go to that video to understand more about it. But of course it has something to do with a bridge. That's why we really like this place, because look at the presentation and the portion looks big. We are waiting for the soup as well, in which we will need to cook for ourselves all the ingredients. The noodles are really hot. But the noodles we've had before, I think they were thicker.
Yeah, they were thicker.
These are the smallest. And this is our view. We're just in the middle of the old town of Lijiang. Very nice. We will explore that probably in the next days, because today we had the transfer. We just want to eat, go buy our oxygen tanks, because tomorrow morning we will go on the top of the mountain. So stay tuned for the next day. Oh, okay. Oh, so many ingredients. I think the other part of the order is here.
Okay. 谢谢. Yeah, we have a lot of ingredients actually.
I don't know if I put them in the right order, but I started with the meat first and then
Yeah.
just random. This too?
Yeah. All.
Yes. Oh, and this one. And the noodles.
Of course.
Ooh.
Wow.
I forgot the noodles.
Wow. It looks amazing. So many noodles actually.
Can you imagine how hot is the liquid inside? And in the meantime, we also received some pork and mushrooms. Honestly, the mushroom portion is smaller than expected, but I know the mushrooms here are super good and expensive, so it's okay. But we're having a very traditional and authentic meal here with the noodles that are from Yunnan area and with the mushrooms as well. And I'm curious to taste it, but I think it's pretty hot at the minute. Oh my god, no. Teamwork is needed here with the noodles. These are honestly the longest noodles. They are thinner but super long. And by the way, the food is incredible. I don't think we will eat in any other place. I don't know, we will see. But the mushrooms, the pork, the sauces, everything is delicious. The soup, of course. We love it.
You said that if you make like a loud noise when you eat the noodles,
Yeah.
it's the pleasure of the cooker that this means that it's good, right? So let's make some noise.
No! We finished everything and it was delicious. I was full, but I had to finish everything. We also got a sweet dumpling for some neighbors here. They were really nice and it's delicious as well. We paid for everything 104 yuan, which is a bit less than $15, which for me is mind-blowing considering that we are so well positioned in the old town and the restaurant looks as you saw it. So for sure you can eat for cheaper. Now we are going to buy some oxygen tanks because we're climbing the mountain tomorrow. So stay tuned for that and we'll see you from the mountain. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
We made it at the base of the mountain. We took a taxi which brought us here. The landscape is stunning. It's a bit cold, yes, that's why I look like a cat. But this thing is warm. Look what we see already. Oh my god.
Oh my
But the
god.
images don't do justice, so please come and see for yourself. Right now we entered the tourist information center. We already have the tickets and the cable car tickets. We need to go to a bus, I think, that will take us to the cable car, and we will talk more about that later. But before we reach the cable car, I want to remind you to book the tickets in advance for that, because they sell out quickly, at least 1 day in advance. I will leave you the link in the description. You can either take a self-guided tour, so you just book the ticket for the attractions, for the bus and everything, or you can take a guided tour. I will leave you both of the options. We're doing a self-guided tour. We bought the ticket from here. We bought the Glacier Park cable 2 days ago, and we also bought Lijiang Impression Show. I just wanted to remind you that. So let's go. By the way, there are multiple spots you can visit here in the park. but we chose to reach the highest point. That's why we're taking the cable car to the glacier park. The queue is really big, and the thing is that when we bought tickets, they gave us a time slot for the cable, and I think this is the line just for the bus that takes us to the cable.
I think so.
I don't know exactly how long it will take us to reach that place. So
Hopefully not so long, and you can see people wearing the extra layer of jackets.
oh my god, I think you can rent this from here. I have 5 layers, Alex has 5 layers. We
Yeah.
were definitely not prepared. This is why I wear this hat that I bought from Dali. It's all I could find. And praying
Yeah.
for the best. Oh, and we have oxygen with us.
Yeah.
Alex, you need to prepare those.
Yes, we have oxygen.
Since we have some time, Alex is opening the oxygen tube because you don't want to do this exactly when you need it.
Yeah, I mean, you must do it in
We
advance.
need to be prepared. We hope we won't need it, but whenever I feel dizzy, I will use it.
Yeah,
Actually, I don't want to bring it back home with me. It's supposed to be used here. I hope I don't really need it, but I will use it.
Yep. So the system is pretty simple. You just unpack it, and
Okay, I think
you have
it's
this.
enough. Yeah.
You put this here, and pretty much that's it.
Okay.
This will have this with you, and you put it like this. Oh,
Yes. Thank you for the demonstration.
yeah, you're welcome.
好安全带，扶手不要伸出窗外。Please fasten your seatbelt.
The bus brought us to 3,356 meters, and from here we will take the ropeway. We are so lucky because it's sunny. It's actually not as cold
Yes.
now that the sun is out.
I pray so much for sun today, actually.
By the way, we already used this. This is the visual demonstration. You put this over your mouth and nose. Okay. Small doses, small doses, because I don't know if I need it more. I save it.
Don't
Yeah.
overdose, huh?
Yeah. A thing that makes us nervous is that people brought so many oxygen tubes with them. I saw some with big bags with 10 or 20 per person, and we only have 3 for 2 people, and it's the smallest one.
Yeah, we made it to the cable. It wasn't such a long line, like 20 minutes.
Maybe.
Roughly. Yeah. Wow! Ce frumos începe să arate.
这是明朝丽江第8代土司木工写的 T 恤衫。
They took us a picture downstairs, and without even being on top, look what picture we have. So basically it's made in the studio, but it looks pretty real, right? This will be us, but without freezing. And the presentation is very nice. We bought it for 48. It's a big amount, but it's worth it, I think. And they took us actually 4 different pictures, but we chose just one.
Yes, I love it. But most, I love you.
Wow.
Wow! We made
I cannot
it. Yay.
believe this. Only in China you can climb at an altitude of over 4,500 meters without having any physical condition. You only need a tube of oxygen, a ticket for the cable car, and here we are. It's probably the most impressive landscape we've ever seen in our lives. We are above the clouds. We can see the peaks. It's absolutely incredible, but I'm out of breath. It's honestly really hard. I have palpitations, but it's worth it. And by the way, from here, for 4,500 meters, you can climb on the stairs 100 more to reach the highest observation point here at 4,600 meters. But honestly, even breathing here feels really difficult, so I'm not sure if we will make it. We will try, but we want to enjoy the view first and take some pictures around because it's majestic.
Yeah, it is absolutely amazing. I'm super happy and grateful for this unforgettable day.
I also want to tell you something else. In China, the attractions are classified from 1A to 5As, and this one is 5As, which means it's one of the best. So that's why it's pretty touristic, and again, tickets sell out fast, especially for the Glacier Park cable. So book them in advance because you don't want to miss this.
Welcome to China!
欢迎来到中国，这里是玉龙雪山。
谢谢
Bye.
Bye bye.
Have a good time.
You too. We've decided to climb also up to see what is up there. Hopefully this cloud is not going to ruin our experience, because right now, as you
Oh
can
my
see,
God!
yeah,
But look,
yeah, I mean, here the
Oh,
weather
no.
can change very fast, so we were fortunate to have such a good view, and hopefully will continue to be the same.
we stopped to have something to eat because we are now heading to another incredible attraction. Yes, yes. It smells really good and it's only 10 yuan each. Okay, 谢谢. These skewers are always so good, never disappoint. They are spicy and I don't know, so flavorful. We love it all the time.
Super good.
Great snack.
Yeah.
We have a break, but then we're going somewhere else. This was so good that we bought another one. And actually, we understood that it's duck meat. I thought what I ate before was sheep meat, but it doesn't matter, it's absolutely delicious. And such a cheap snack. I mean, it's not a snack, it's a meal.
Yeah.
It's pretty healthy, only 10 yuan each.
欢迎光临艺
谢谢
人，欢迎光临艺人。
Fee, yes, fee.
Fee?
Free, yes,
Free?
yes,
Ah.
no money.
No money.
Ah, this?
to have
Yes,
set.
free.
Free.
Ah,
Okay.
okay. 谢谢.
For home.
Okay.
Oh.
We are now at the outdoor theater, just in time for Lijiang Impression Show. Oh my god, I cannot believe I'm here. I saw it in videos and pictures. Ooh, so grateful to be here. So this is a cultural representation of the ethnic groups living here, which are mostly Nazi, Yi, and Bai. just finished the show and it was incredible, even better than I imagined, and I had really big expectations. There were hundreds of people dancing, the show was magnificent. We saw the minorities with their costumes, with their traditions. We loved it, and also the landscape surrounding it is probably the most beautiful theater we've ever been in. So definitely you have to come here to see it for yourself. My only disappointment was with the people in the audience, because after 10 minutes of show, exactly at the most incredible part where the dancers were dancing on the back of the horses, people started getting up and leave, and they were crossing right in front of us without any respect. And also I think it's not only about respect for us, but also for the crew, for the people dancing over there. It was really disrespectful. So yeah, that was the only downside, and I don't know why it happened, because honestly it was so amazing, but I guess it can happen anywhere. Our last stop for today is the Blue Moon Valley, an incredible valley at the base of the mountain, which we cannot see right now because the sun comes from that side, but we can see its contour. And over here we have this lagoon formed from the waterfalls and the rivers flowing into it from the glacier that's melting. The color is so beautiful, and with all of the trees surrounding, that's why it's so popular for wedding photos, actually for travel photos in general, but especially newly married couples come here to take those beautiful pictures, and it's full of brides wherever you look. To sum up the costs, first we booked online the ticket for the cable car for the buses that took us to the cable and here to the lagoon and the Lijiang Impression. I will leave you the link for this one. We paid $48 per person, and when we arrived here we also had to pay the access to the park, which is a different tax. It costs 100 yuan per person, which is around $15. So all in all it costs us less than $65 for all of this, but I think it's worth it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed our visit today at Yulong Mountain. For us it was a memorable experience, one of probably top 3 in our lives.
Exactly.
Which is huge. So thank you so much for watching. In case you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and also if you want to see our other episodes from Yunnan, from Kunming and Dali, you can watch them here. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.